There was a time when you were looking for the best of brains. You look towards Nigeria. Do you know that there was a time that the chief, the chief judge of an African nation was from Nigeria? They came to beg us to give them a chief judge. When you talk of education, we were tops. When you talk of prosperity, there was a time when Nigeria was almost choked by migrants. I'm sure some of you will remember that unfortunate incident when we had to ask people from Ghana to go. That's where you got the name for that bag that is called Ghana Must Go. Oh, yes. There was a time migrants were coming from India to Nigeria because 1 naira was equal to 50 rupees. So how do you know? Oh, because I'm a member of the Indian Mathematical Society. And we had to pay to be a member. And I knew how much it cost. There was a time Nigeria was so rich that the saying at that time was, our problem is not money. Our problem is how to spend it. Can you believe that? There was a time the naira was so strong, that when we wanted to travel abroad, the maximum you are allowed to take out was 500 naira. And you convert that 500 naira, it became $800. Oh, I'm telling you the truth. We've seen it. We were part of it. Can it happen? Oh, sure. With God, nothing shall be impossible. The question is, question number 2, will God be willing to help us bring it to pass? Oh, yes. Why? Because it doesn't change. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, he said, I am the Lord. I change not. That's what God said. And he gave an illustration of what he can do with nations. In Ezekiel 37, from verse 1 to 14, Ezekiel 37, from verse 1 to 14, he said, you know the story about the dry bones in the valley. And he told us that story in a very significant manner. He said, not only were the bones dry, lo, they were very dry. Yesterday, our president was talking to us about the resurrection of Lazarus. Lazarus was only dead 4 days. The bones in the valley of dry bones, they were not just bones. They were not just dry bones. The Bible said, lo, they were very dry. And the Bible says that God spoke to the man of God and said, I'm just using that as a parable for you. He said, my people are saying, hey, our hopes are gone. We can't make it anymore. He said, if I can make dry bones live, I can bring out your nation out of the grave. That God is my God. Nigeria shall be great again.